Let's talk about routine. You need a routine. It's got to be robotic. So what's my routine? You've got to do the same thing every day, even though you don't want to, pretty much. And we talked about this a little bit in the very first video, in that it's like doing a degree. You don't get paid. In fact, you lose money, obviously. Doing a degree, you lose money as well because you got to pay for it. I've done several and they take ages to pay off. I want to do something different, but I'm not doing another degree because that's just a waste of money. And then I'll just end up with another job. I don't want another job. I want time back, okay? I'd rather earn the same amount of money per day as I do in health, but work 1 hour a day. That's all you should be trying to get to, in the beginning, which is what I'm trying to get to. My goal 5 years ago was just to knock off 1 or 2 days a week. That's it. Just 1 or 2 days a week off my job. And I'm getting pretty close to that this year. Hopefully it happens this year. It'll be coming into my 5th year in total. However, the beginning of it, I don't really count. I mean, I count in terms of time invested, but I've only really been trading futures for the last 2 years, really. I think it'll be 2 years mid this year. So I'm like, realistically, you've only been in futures for 2 years, So the other years, the strategies you are using are completely useless and you're never going to make them work. And you aren't that sort of trader. I'm not a swing trader. I can't sit there, even though I did it for years. I can't sit there and hold a position and then go to bed and sleep well at night. See if I can flip this camera around. How do you do that? Well, look at this dog. We've got to get him home. He needs water. I've given him some water, but he does need more. So let's get him home. Okay, sorry, and back to me. Obviously, have a look at these guys on these e-bikes going past me out the window. You should be able to see them. They're absolutely flying. No helmets as usual. Well, that's what it's like here around the beach. So, yeah. What were we talking about? Yeah, so you just want to get your time back. Like today, I had yesterday and today off my job. So these are the 2 days that I'm planning on taking off. Midweek, hopefully. Now, this gives me a bit of an idea about what it is like, or what it would be like. So what is my routine like and what was it today? So I get up in the morning at 5, eat, then I stretch 30 to 40 minutes. Do that every day, no matter what. Part of that's due to my back, part of that is just due to getting older. You need to do it. I never ever miss that. After that, I do a very short walk. I can't walk very far because I have chronic pain, but I walk as far as I know that I can walk. I'm not even going to say the distance because it's such a tiny amount that you wouldn't even believe me that I can only do that. Now, this is what everyone does. Everyone in trading meditates. They're like, oh yeah, I do meditation. I've been doing it for years. But do you really do meditation? Do you really do it every day? Do you really actually try to implement aspects of it throughout your day? Probably not. I've been meditating long before I started trading. That was due to my condition, which is chronic pain. Lucky for me, I was already in a routine. I could not get out of. Basically, I meditate every day at 5 o'clock. I was having real difficulty meditating before trading, and I didn't actually start doing that until about a year ago. So now I've added that in. My background is as a dietitian. I've been a dietitian for nearly 20 years. So I eat well. I don't really care for nutrition or talking about it at all because I'm trying to get out of it. But it just happens automatically that I eat well. Now, obviously I'm not crazy with it. I don't do any weird diet because you don't need to. You just need to eat generally well and exercise. Okay, most people do no exercise. I'm telling you that because I talk to them every day. They do nothing. They say they want to do something and they come up with a million excuses in the world. Now, that's not going to work. And as traders, we're disciplined. You've got to be disciplined. It's just how it is. Even if you're not even making any money, you've got to be disciplined. So you've meditated. I meditate for 10 minutes after the walk. Then I'm ready for the session. Okay, I'm only trading for 1 hour. Actually, probably 45 minutes. 15 minutes of it is just getting everything ready. But open different platforms. You open book maps, set everything up. Then I'm trading for 45 minutes. I stop right on the end time at 8 o'clock. Then I swim. Then I go and do laps. That's the only physical activity that I can do with my back, other than sometimes I can surf. I've been surfing all my life, but with my back, it's been limited in the last 3 years. So mostly for physical activity, I swim. So I swim every day, no matter what. Luckily for me, I work from home. I've got plenty of time to do it. Swimming only takes me 20 minutes. Then I start my actual job. All right, now today I didn't, because I had the day off. And what would my day be like? It would be fantastic. So I had no pressure to start work. I could take my time, do whatever I need to do around the house, go and get food that I needed for the next few days. Not having any pressure to be anywhere or do anything is amazing. This gives you motivation to continue, to put the work in, to get there, to make that small amount of money really that you need to make just to take that day off. You know, I don't need to make double what I make in my other job. I just need to make what I make in my current salary. Okay, but consistently. Obviously, you're not going to make that every day, but on average, you need to, with your wins and losses, average that amount, which is what I'm aiming for. And have I done that? Yeah, I do that all the time. I had 2-3 month periods where I do that, but then I have a bad month and it goes backwards enough that it reduces my confidence that I can't actually load up my personal account and actually try this. So this year I need to prove to myself that I can do 6 months consistently making the amount of money that shows me, you know, that I can load the personal account up and then use prop firms as well to get myself across the line to make the amount of money that I need to make to take at least 1 day off a week and reduce that from my job, hopefully too. What would the day be like? It'd be great. After that, well, what do? You do whatever you want. You go to the beach, you surf, you make some other content if you're doing something like this as well, which I'm starting to do this year, and just put some stuff together so that it's online for me. Whether people look at it or not, it's another story. Maybe in a couple of years they do, and they start to get value out of it. Because I've always liked watching people on YouTube, traders, from the beginning. You know, I need to see them struggling. I need to see their losing days, because I could not fathom in the beginning how these guys are making money, and women. I just couldn't understand it. Whereas now I can. And they said this would happen. You get to the point where you're like profitable or slightly profitable. And if someone said that to me 4 years ago, I would have just been absolutely thrilled. The fact that I have enough knowledge that I feel like I can share things with people and I can actually see that I'm profitable. But then you get there and you're like, well, I want more. I want to be profitable every day. I don't want to have any red days. And then you have, like in November, I'll put a screenshot up of that. I think I had like 1 red day or 2 red days. And then this just anxiety builds up, like, oh, I'm about to just have a whole week of red after this, you know? And it didn't happen. December was fine. I did cut back a bit because I'm like, I want to end the year green. I don't want to blow everything I just did in November. So I changed some things before the end of the year, and then I did have a bit of a bad run. Again, I just wasn't making as much. I reduced my risk, so I wasn't making as much. But at the end of the day, I've still managed to keep that count alive. What's the point of all this? Well, the point is you've got to have a routine. You do the same thing every day, even though you have that month that goes really, really well. And then after that, you might have a month that doesn't go so well. You might have 2 or 3 weeks that don't go well at all. I think before that, I had a whole month 2 months in a row that were just break even, like scalping, which is just pretty tough to take when you're getting up every day at 5 a.m, trying to do everything you need to do, go through your routine, and then it's another loss and another loss, another loss. Well, having a routine, it makes you a better trader, it makes you a better person. You cannot be disciplined in your actual trading at the time of execution, at the time of taking profit, at the time of moving a stop loss to break even, if you are not disciplined outside. All people on YouTube and wherever they are telling you what you've got to do to be a retail trader, they say these same things, but you do have to do it. I mean, you've got to do it in life anyway, so why not do it when you're controlling your own money, trying to be your own boss? So have a routine, put it in place. It doesn't have to be super strict in the beginning or back-to-back items. Just need to do the same thing every day, especially around your trading time, whenever that window is for you.